What's going on, guys? So this is going to be probably a quick video, just more like a PSA or whatever you want to call it. But before I get to that, I want to go ahead and let you know, first off, had a boo-boo, couldn't record. I've been fighting that for a few minutes, and I found out the little foo-foo with it. What it was, when I went to hit record, it said there was no path. There was no, I guess, ending to the path where the source of my media goes. I use external hard drives for anything that's not supposed to be directly into my computer. So my external hard drives is what holds all my raw footage, all the unedited footage. It's all preset and ready in that file folder. Well, the problem is it was plugged in, but not registered that it was plugged in. So I had no source to go into. I'm not very computer savvy anymore. I used to work on computers like, I don't know, 15 years ago. And now, yeah, they're more simple, but at the same time, I'm just so lost on, paths and stuff like that. So what happened was I didn't register it, so I had nowhere to plug it in. I had nowhere to record it to. So that's basically what happened. It was just a big boo-boo, and I couldn't record. But I figured it out. It's just unplug it, plug it back up. Everything's working. But this is going to be more of a be careful video. Kind of don't be a jackass. I enjoy fireworks to the fullest. I do like sitting outside and watching fireworks stands shoot them off, or the parks, or all the houses down the road. I don't really shoot them at my house because, I'm by myself. I don't have a reason to be shooting fireworks just for my own, especially without probably some secondary help, especially with alcohol involved. It's not usually smart to mix the two. And I have seen many people mix the two in horrific ways. Now, I know a guy who was trying to burn stuff to keep it was a little chilly that year, and we were doing fireworks, so he made a little bonfire. Well, in doing so, with alcohol and with mismanaging all the fireworks, he caught himself on fire. Luckily, it was just a small fire, and we were able to get him out. I literally had to horribly take my shirt off and pat his leg down, which in turn also caught the shirt on fire. Luckily, I, at the time, had, all my clothes in a vehicle. So while I was still living out of it, I was able to swap shirts, and, guys pretty much well off after that. Didn't have to, he didn't have no first-degree burns. Luckily, it was literally instant and instantly out. But that could have turned horrific because the gas canister also caught on fire. But we were able to plug that. If you usually are quick with it, the gas won't just like blow up. But I've also seen where I tried to say don't do it, but they didn't want to listen. We were putting fireworks inside of things. There was a buddy of mine's house, which what happened? We put fireworks inside of like an old dishwasher, and it blew up. We put it under a wheelbarrow, and we watched it go up, and we knew it wasn't going to go up too high because we're not using like high-end explosives. Actually, ironically, one of the guys that was there is a demolition expert, so he knew for the most part what amount of gunpowder or explosives is allowed, and dude was super smart with everything. So actually he knew the limits to what you could do without getting hurt. And with him there though, with drinking, he got a little bit more fast and loose, but it was entertaining. But I have to say, I do not recommend doing any of it. It is stupid. I did not partake in it. I didn't do any of it. I just up there. When we got ready, we set up the cannons and all that and shooting them up. I was fine with all that. But getting a little too close to them, I had to back away because it's at that point I kind of was like, I don't want to lose fingers or a leg. But that's something I think everybody needs to take into consideration. If if you're going to be the one manning all the fireworks, please, alcohol consumption needs to be at the bare minimum, if none, because that can definitely skew a lot of your thought process for sure. Not to mention, you can knock them over and just be like, oh God, and just still be lighting them and not realize it, and then everybody's going to get hurt. That's another thing. I have seen people who were drunk shooting fireworks, and actually they hit houses that was across the street. They almost hit who we called Grand. She actually was completely not even there mentally, and we got lucky that on the little hill spot that it would hit the hill spot and go over her. And also, to top it off, do not shoot fireworks out of your hands. Don't hold them. Don't hold on to anything. Don't rig these up either. You can rig them up and be smart. Obviously have fun with it. I'm not going to say don't do it. But don't rig them up, light it with your hand, and hold on to it and then throw it. Try to do this in a safer way. If you're going to do stuff that's small, a little bit of, it might tag you a little bit, because I've done Roman candle wars where they just hit you and that's it. It just burns your clothes. It won't even hurt your skin. I don't recommend it. I'm just saying I've had my fair share of stupidity and fun. But we did it in a, less dangerous way for the most part. Obviously Roman candles, if they hit you in the eye, you're done with. Well, we actually had safety glasses and all this other stuff. We actually wore equipment, so when we got hit, it would only cause little small burns, but we never wanted to lose our eyes. And another thing, we never used the Roman candles that exploded when, you know, it basically went out too so far. And we made sure everything we used was very small. Anything that was big was handled with the right equipment. So that's another thing. Water TNT, something we used in a very stupid fashion. There was a tree that had a little hollow hole in it with water. You know, water TNTs go in water. It's kind of funny. And we'd drop them. It was just funny. Well, then we had a glass with water. We dropped it in there. We were too close when it blew up. My right side had some glass in it. My buddy had some glass in it. That was a very bad situation. Luckily, you know, it wasn't like catastrophic. The glass didn't like blow up close to our face. That was probably the closest I ever had to being the dumbest I ever was with fireworks. Because one thing I never did was like hold them. Like you see some people, they'll hold them and let them blow up right here. And sometimes if you put your hand too far up and you miscalculate, because, you know, if these firecrackers are not exactly the same and you mess up, it can spark, it can blow some meat off your fingers. So that's going to be a huge no-no. But these are the type of things I just wanted to cover. I don't know why. I just felt the need to let everybody know, please be careful. I hope you have a really good 4th of July, because I'm just like with everybody else, I enjoy fireworks. I'm going to probably fire up the stream, play some Luigi's Mansion after I get done cooking my food, and probably eat a little bit, and then play that for a little while, get off, and I think it's time to enjoy 4th of July, have me a beer, have me probably a little bit something stouter, enjoy my day, recover, and then probably stream all day tomorrow. I don't know. Just kind of going with it, just seeing what happens, and that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.